Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. And you guys could see I brought home quite the truckload of stuff. There happens to be quite the tale of woe that goes with this load of trivia. I had the worst all-terrain vehicle deal go down as possible. I drove all the way out to Shippensburg, Pennsylvania for an all-terrain vehicle, a Honda, and I got there and the person was trying to communicate me via Facebook Marketplace, and I had given them a phone number, so the person was looking out their window at me and once again trying to communicate me via Facebook, and obviously I couldn't communicate via Facebook because I didn't have my computer with me. And they decided that I looked suspicious driving a white truck from New York, so they didn't answer the door, even though they were expecting me at 8 o'clock to pick up the all-terrain vehicle. So drove all the way out there for nothing. While I was out there, obviously I hit the flea markets, and we'll go through that. And then this is a bunch of other stuff that also got accumulated on the way back. And I'll just go through everything very quickly. So let's talk about the stuff that was imported from Pennsylvania first. Well, actually, I guess this is Maryland. Stop by Helpful Howie's Treasure Hunt, right? And that's the address and so forth and on if anybody's interested. And I picked up a bunch of stuff. I ended up giving him $5 for all of it. It came with these two container things, these saw blades. This cable, unfortunately, it's aluminum. I think it's copper-clad aluminum. I wish it was just pure copper. It'd carry a lot more current, but you know, the grinding wheels and the gas can. And once again, that was $5. Couldn't pass it up for that kind of money, so dove all over it. Actually, if you add it all up, I guess I went back more than once. It was $8. These are actual Tupperware. They come in handy, and this is a little tester. So I guess everything from Old Helpful Harry, when you add it all up, we made it to $8. This was, I believe this one was Morningstar. And I really didn't pick up much from Morningstar. Notice the bends right up here too. I looked at this for $10. I said to myself, boy, I think I could cut that up and make really good bumpers with it. And also this with the flare, I looked at that and I thought exhaust system. So $10, grab that. Grab this. This was from Williams Grove. And unfortunately, some stuff stayed at a landing place, and it's not home here in New York with me. So I picked up this case for $6. If anybody's bought, you know, the Husky brand stuff, you realize this would probably be around 30, 20, 30, something like that. So that's the flea market haul, and you guys could see there's still quite a bit of stuff left in the truck. After the Pennsylvania trip, I took a run up to P&D Surplus up there Kingston Way, P&T Surplus, and I bought a couple of sheets of plastic from him. These are 4x8. Useful for covering things, useful for building fenders and all that kind of stuff. He didn't have much left, so I figured I better grab those two sheets while I could. So I grabbed those two, and I grabbed this stuff from him. Gave him 60 for the whole shooting match. So if anybody's up Kingston way, you should go check out Tim's place. As part of the 60, I got these. They look like antiques. Shelves, obviously. These are counters. You pulse these things and they count, then you do that and they reset. I bought them for the boxes. I'd be selling them for somewhere around $3, $4, $5 each. But if you buy a lot of stuff, he gives you a deal. So that's what all this is. Then I bought a bag. I noticed there were capacitors in it. Capacitors are always handy, including that big guy. There's also a reed switch. These are always interesting. It takes very little current to engage this, and then it's engaged with like virtually 0 ohms, just like a relay. So anyway, 60 for this and the plastic. I thought that was a good deal. So still not being satisfied, obviously. From there came a stop at a garage sale. And they were just putting out the sign for the garage sale, and I was actually kind of surprised because he had these lying around. It looks like he unloaded them for the garage sale. And I said, "Oh, what are you getting for the milk crates?" And he said, "Well, there's 6 of them. Why don't you give me $5?" He said, "Sold American." For anybody who's trying to clean up, you put a sheet of cardboard on the bottom of that, and once again, you could put quite a bit in each one. You stack them up, they don't take up a lot of space. Also perfect for putting long playing records, 33. For those people who still listen to them, they're perfect for that. So that was garage sale. Still not completely thrilled, or perhaps lucky. On my way home, I ended up passing, some people were cleaning out and throwing stuff away, you know, take it for free type stuff. So, and as part of that, there was this lawn cart, and these are Marathon flat free tires, and the lawn cart was in pretty ugly shape, but it had both these tires, and obviously they're flat free. So I jumped all over that. I figured while I was taking stuff, might as well grab it all and leave the guy kind of a clean curb, other than the cart without the wheels on it, which there really wasn't much left to. So yeah, he had this stuff. This is pressure treated 1x1. This is rail that like goes around stonework. But when I looked at it, I was thinking perhaps bumper or trim work for like the golf cart. One of my golf carts, I got a project where I need to put a grill on it. As part of this, it came with 1,000,000 washers. Anybody buy washers lately? That's got to be a couple of pounds worth, or call it a pound. Even at Tractor Supply, it's $4 or $5 a pound for those. I found this tailgater grill. This was another pickup. Right, runs on a bottle of propane there, and you barbecue stuff. So that was a freebie. The saw. I'm not showing you the saw blade part. Right, there's the saw. So yeah, I grabbed all that. That was out there as freebie stuff, right? I thought, what the heck? These obviously for downspouts. Now, obviously, I'm a big fan of flea markets and big fan of thrift stores, garage sales, but most of all, I really do love the free stuff, right? You never know what you're going to find. Typically, when I go out, I go kind of a loop one way to get there, and then I find a different loop to find my way back home. So I never know what I'm going to discover. typically this time of year people are cleaning out their garages and sheds, and there's all kinds of good stuff out there. I mean, these tires, to get one of the long carts up and moving would be great. I did a alteration on one. I put the Harbor Freight air tires, but the little $5 ones on a cart. I know that's useful for moving things around. The bigger tires do roll easier, and I have a second cart that needs tires, so I'll smash those right on there, and that'll get that thing going, right? Pole saw, use it once, recycle the aluminum, right? Milk crates, always helpful for getting organized, or even just keeping some stuff off the ground, or perhaps 3D stacked up. And there are 6 of them. Suddenly you put a plank across them, and if you need to stand, or if you need a little workbench to work on rather than bending over and over again, very handy for all that. You guys could determine the usefulness of this stuff or not. And with that, I'm going to let you all go. Why don't you guys let me know the kind of stuff you guys find on the side of the road, if you find anything of any great value, or if it's all like crabgrass. I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember to keep your feet down, your heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Go scavenge something. It's a lot of fun. Bye now.